Let's say a few words about places we can renew in our planet, right? We can demolish. So I think a good way is here Alaska, just to be more harmonious. Look how this continent is. It's way too weird. And here's a tiny bit here, Panama, Nicaragua. So I think the best would be right here somewhere, So it's just this end, more harmonious, all right? Because everywhere above the White Sea, the horse is gonna be frozen, I guess, I'm not sure, but the whole year round, because all this air is gonna be colder and colder, right? Okay, so I think that it's a good thing to do, just because for this continent to be more harmonious, or even coming more this way, like here, so we will have a group, a real land here, okay? And for the top, we take this part out. I think this is really reasonable, because those air is gonna be more frozen. So, because with time, the temperature gonna be colder, and those air is gonna freeze, and so we're gonna be fine with the water. So places, yes, we can demolish them. They're gonna go to ocean, right? To the deep of the ocean with the movement, and they're gonna start freezing more, because with all the trees we're gonna plant, temperature will of the earth will be cooler. So if we see here, naturally all the top area here, because already frozen good part of the year, but all this area here gonna be really frozen, okay? All right, so we just need to take that out. This point is really not reasonable, not harmonious, so we can already fix that. So I think basically is that, right? So it will be for Alaska and for Greenland here. I think the other parts, I think we don't need. We can leave as they are. Maybe here a little bit, so we have a top of this continent more form, better form. So we take a little bit this side, right here, we take a little bit of this side, a lot here on this side, maybe until this lake here, you see a curve here. Oh, this gonna be out. And here I don't know, but we can think about, take all this part here, because this lake is huge. Imagine, it's a half of the United States. Look, this bay is huge. Okay, so maybe we take this part out as well. But this is much closer to us. We can do afterwards, because we cannot do everything at once, because it's going to take months and years for the temperature to start moving. So we can do a little bit at a time, and people that live on a coast just handle for now, But right now, in the 28 weeks, for sure we can do here. All this Alaska put out, and here. So we have a round top, okay? Around here we can keep that lake, but both of these sides now. And then on a second year we can come to this area, okay? All right, and for everything else, this is Russia, so that's okay. Stay like that. I have no problem. We can take this little point of Russia out to be harmonious here. Then the rest doesn't need, right? And the islands, we already talked about them. Okay, what do you think, my friends? Imagine, we're gonna have a better continent, right? Gonna be more harmonious, right? So here and here, if we keep that's okay, but maybe right here we really, really need to make. And all these islands on the top gonna be pure ice one day, real pure ice, like here, Greenland. All right? Okay, so let's keep getting ready. Thank you. See you soon. so you see there, mountains like this, they are not sustainable, not needed. We just explode them. They're gonna cover the bottom. You see all these valleys, because right now we can do that. Renew, my friends. Look, very easy. Okay? All right. My friends, I'm going to say a few words. So I showed you, right, where we're going to cut the whole Alaska, make a real round the top, the northeast of Canada, the south tip of Greenland, and the northeast tip of Russia. They are going out. When? During the 28 weeks. You see here, first renovation land area going to be during this time because they're not harmonious, not positive. Okay? And with time, we know we're going to have more trees, the temperature going to be cooler, so it's going to be around the same. So all the demolition going to go to the bottom of the ocean, and everything that will remain going to become ice somehow, right? Okay. The second part is for some details. Oh, here also going to come the small islands on the Pacific. Small Pacific islands, because they're very small. You know, if people are going to have 20 more inches on their beaches, raise their waters just for a couple of years. Okay, so soon after, if it's possible during the 20, but soon after, any other shape that's needed. In cities, those tails that we talk about, like Sri Lanka and Key West, they are not sustainable along the centuries. Key West, we have hurricanes all the time. How are we gonna have all those islands right there at the end? At the south side is not positive, and for Sri Lanka the same. So let's put that. All demolition right here during the 28 weeks. Okay, during the 28 weeks. Inland, we don't have to worry about. It will be during the 28 weeks because right now we have proper materials to do it, right, in different ways. So every mountain that's weird, such as these ones I showed you and other ones, okay, weird shapes out because it's beautiful. You can have high mountains where it's needed and where it's beautiful, where it's harmonious, okay, but in places that they look weird, all of them take out. Also, places like the East Island gonna go out anyways, in the middle of nowhere, it's not needed, but every other place. And also those big statues, there's statues that are huge, my friends, made with concrete. All of them gonna be taken out. If they're metal, right? So statues. And also in metal, some statues. All of them gonna be taken out during the 28 weeks. Okay? All right, my friends. Okay, so we have here in water, transformation land, and we are done. How is that? Great? All right, thank you. See you soon. Okay, so this one is just an example. You see the back, the huge valley there, and then suddenly this very high mountain right there. It's a plateau, because it's flat on the top, but still, it's really not sustainable. If it's in our living area, why we need such a big thing? So we just can explode everything and then put proper dirt, the best we can, plant and make a agroforestry there, right? Woods. Okay? All right? Because that's reasonable if it's in the area, because now we're going to focus to really live on the center of the planet, tropical and subtropical areas. If any of this is one of these areas, we take it out because it's not harmonious, not positive. We need places for people to live, right? Okay? So this is just an example, and like this, we're going to do it for all. They need to be harmonious. It's okay. Or then we take them out, right? And let's do it. Okay, my friends, so here's our renovation plan in water and in land. And in a few words, we're going to be fine. People that live on the coast, if they have 2 centimeters above the level, they manage, because no one can live too close to the ocean anyways, all right? Like hotels, all those high buildings, they cannot be too close anyways because that's not sustainable, right? If they're really strong, really durable, they can handle the, like 20 centimeters more for some time, while we take all these negative areas, and of course the bottom of the ocean gonna fill up with all these mountains, this place is gonna take it out, but maybe not even 2 centimeters more of the regular time, so that's fine because everyone already have high tide, low tide, and storms that have already big waves, okay? All right? And actually we're gonna help our planet a lot with millions, billions of trees we're going to plant. So everything gonna be fine. We are going to take out everything that's not harmonious and all these islands that are not positive and those islands in the middle of the Pacific. Okay, my friends, so thank you so much and I see you soon. So for the lights, that borealis, aurora borealis, we can have books talking about, but that's it, a little bit here and there, done, okay? And let's see the next one. So places like that, if it's small mountains like that, seem harmonious, that's okay. You see here, the center one, that's all right. This seem harmonious as well. They seem too big, sorry. Okay, so we have to figure out how we are going to do this. But this size seem good, for a living area here. Okay, so that's okay because we're also gonna have the cities that we already have and everything. Okay, so let's see the next one. That's not harmonious, not a living place. So this is Norway, nobody gonna be there. So we just have to see if we're going to break down all roads. Depend, if grow trees with time, they're gonna be taken out by themselves. No. If they have blacktop, we are going already to take them out because you see some places don't grow too much trees, a lot of rocks. So we are ready, take them out, so the nature gonna be take care. And for those that we believe, it's anyways here, this will become an aquifer, you see? So we get these big mountains down, so we will cover main areas like that. Let's try our next one. So, sorry. Yeah. These seem like, it's in the middle of nowhere, right? In a very cold area. This is Norway as well. So we just already take out, everything is already set, the roads, bridges, and so on. And this one is way too tall, okay? This is in Norway as well. So just take the top out and we are done. And this one is also in Norway, but seem really harmonious. That is fine. Lots of trees. That's what we want to see. Covered land the best as possible. Covered land. The most trees as possible. And where they take most of the sun, we're going to try to plant a lot of fruit trees, nut trees, whichever they handle on that region. Because with time, before they get really cold on those places, with the decades, they will already have bacteria to make new trees grow. Okay, so I think basically is that's our Aurora Borealis again in Norway. So, okay, so thank you so much, my friends, and I really appreciate your attention. This one is in Norway, so it'll be fun because nobody gonna live there. So we just take some top out because we don't need any of this like here or like that. Okay? All right, not too much, but not too little either. Okay? All right. Such as the Alps, the Everest, and all these areas No, the Alps for sure. The Everest, I didn't check exactly the area there, if it's part of living area or not. But, just for you to have an idea, here they are. Okay, my friends, so here's another example, all right, of land that's not positive. You see there? So let's say if something like this, it's on the area that we want to live, so it's okay, we just do what's not harmonious and done. If it's located in an area that it's living area, then we do it again until more it's organized. Okay, so depending where it is. Okay, all right, so we will be clearer on this information. So all these areas will be remodeled during the 28 weeks. We are not leaving anything for afterwards. So this is an improvement, right? Nothing for the second year, fourth year, no, everything now. People that live by the coast, they can handle for a few years because, as I said, with time, we're gonna have, a better temperature in our planet, everything gonna be fine, okay? All right, so during the 28 weeks only, all right? Okay, my friends, thank you so much, and I see you soon. Okay, my friends, so here's another example, all right, of land that's not positive. You see there? So let's say if something like this, it's on the area that we want to live, so it's okay, we just do what's not harmonious and done. If it's located in an area that it's living area, then we do it again until more it's organized. Okay, so depending where it is. Okay, all right, so we will be clearer on this information. Okay, my friends, so here's a few ideas, places that have people already working in these state parks, national parks, or even in those areas that can already go ahead, get proper authorization from your present government, get it done even before we start the 28 weeks, as soon as possible. If you're in any region like that, already get it done. Get the approval always, 4 different documents. Okay, with proper signatures, get approved, get it done. Start to plant the trees, okay? So this one is an example. We have a canyon here, right? A plateau is the structure. All right, so let's get you some more examples. So here's another one. Oops, sorry. Here's another one, you see? It makes no sense to have such a thing in a living place. So here's another example, okay? And all of those put down because rivers, lakes, they're gonna become aquifers, right? Because with time, all the rock gonna be smaller, and we can put more dynamite if needed. Look at this. This is actually in a living location, and will be Uruguay. This region here gonna be Uruguay afterwards, south of Brazil. So you see, so all these places, we don't need them in living location. We can put them down a little bit, the best as possible, because many gonna be agroforestry, right? But we still, okay, clean up what's needed and do good planting during the 28 weeks. So right at the beginning, during the first week or so, we get all this done. And even before the 28 weeks, as soon as we are ready, we get these locations already done. Okay, so here's just an example, but we have this in Hawaii. We have this type of huge mountains, volcanoes we don't touch, of course, but we have those things, okay, in many different areas, in many different countries. So I'm just giving you some examples. We're not going to have, because the main thing, like this one here, is not to be beautiful and people to keep looking, because we already have many pictures. We are going to make beautiful books. okay? But our main thing is to cover the land, all the land, to cover them and have what they can handle on the region they're planted, with a lot of fruit trees, right? For us to have a lot of bacteria, have other plants growing in that area as soon as possible, okay? And others, bacteria for these first decades to help others to grow. And on the future, the ones that are most appropriate gonna stay in the area. All right? So yes, we're going to take care of all this land. Okay, so here, for example, is another one. Look at that. You see? All those canyons are not needed. All right? So it's beautiful. All right, let's make some books and done. All right, because we are going to plant the best as possible and have a variety of plants and focus on good microbes and bacteria. All right? Okay, my friends. Thank you for your attention. I'll see you soon. Okay, my friends. So first, we are going to talk about Arctic and Antarctica. Antarctica. All right, so that's the only tip we're going to take out. The whole tip, you know, if you can make a little round, that's fine. But the real tip we're going to take out, because all the rest, look, it seems pretty harmonious until comes the tip again. All right? I forgot how you call, but okay, everything's really harmonious, so that's fine. Okay, so here for Argentina, we have to take out all these small islands, not needed, too hard to check. On the top here, this part of Chile, it's fine. This part of Peru is fine. You see small islands, these we're gonna take out. Which one is that? The Puerto Souvenir. All this is gonna be taken out. It's in the middle of nowhere, too far away. All right, okay, we take them out. And every other island here. Okay, so, but this we take out. Okay, so we're gonna take out right here. You see this main entrance, because here we have the loop of Uruguay, we have 2 loops of Argentina done. So all this area here, we can take it out. All this area, because we want places to get really frozen away from our continents. A little bit is okay, but all this take out, you know, they're gonna cover the bottom of the ocean. All right, and we already know that nature is magic. We always have the same amount of water anyways in the ocean, fresh water already. So on summer's water gonna evaporate and gonna go freeze on proper places. All right, so we take this tip out. So we come 1 loop, 2 loops, 1 loop. Let me enlarge again so you can see. So here's 1 loop of Uruguay, right? 1 loop of Uruguay, 2 loops of Argentina right here. So from Puerto Montt all the way down, they can be out. Or we can make really big here. You see, we can take this part to be ocean. We can take the whole part, and this is gonna be an island if it's too hard. But I think we can do it, right? That's another way. We can make it round here for the continent to end in a harmonious way. And all this, we can leave it alone. That's another way, all right? Okay, so let me diminish. Okay, so all this part gonna be gone. Now let's talk about this part. Okay, so here in the center, we're gonna take all these small islands because they already hit anyways with hurricanes over and over, and they're too far. The big islands, okay, we take the tip out here, the little tip out here, okay, because they're not hit often. Bermuda gonna be taken out because it's way in the middle of nowhere, too far away. Bahamas stay, all right? For all these places that are hit by hurricane, even hurricane come inside here, what are we gonna do? We are going to plant a lot of trees towards the ocean and have like city parks. People can enjoy the beach on vacation weeks, but not living right there, okay? So we're going to put windows that are proper for hurricanes all along, because sometimes hurricanes hit up here, those states as well, all the way, all the coast here, all the coast there. All right, okay, done. And people that can live on this Cuba, Haiti, these four countries here. We're gonna do four, maybe Jamaica too, but not those tiny ones. All right, done, agreed. These we're gonna keep, because on the future we're gonna be really great for people to go to the beach and have fun, right? Because the temperature gonna be down, so they have a warm, like the Mediterranean, it's, you know, like will be protected. Okay, all right, so gonna be good. We keep them like that. All right, so let's diminish. And let's talk about here. You see here, North America, we're gonna get these lakes that are already here anyways, right? So you see the lakes coming from here. We're gonna make a round here. We're gonna cut all this area until they become water all around. I think that's the most reasonable. We're gonna be right here, okay, right here. Instead of taking everything out, we just make a big loop here. And that will be the end of this continent. So here we have to do a lot. Here we just make improvements here for the lakes, improvements here. And this area will be good because we don't have high mountains right here. Done. Okay? All right. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to take this tip out here from Alaska. So this is Alaska. We just take the tip out. And here, Russia, we take that part out of Russia. You know, so they're not too close. Just a little bit here. This take out. Done. Because in the future, these are going to be frozen. All right. So this way, we're going to have two harmonious continents. Right? Will be great. All right, let's keep going. Now, all these islands we leave, everything else on the top here we leave. Okay, soon as we have this round here, I think is the most appropriate. This tip, you know, this point, we're gonna take all this bottom part. So if you get here Iceland, more or less on the top, we take this bottom out. To be harmonious, because look, it's a huge land here. Greenland is a huge land. We just take the tip out, you see? Gonna look more harmonious, you see? Okay? All right, so here will be the end of this continent, and that will be fine, right? That's the best we can do. Okay, so we keep going this way. You know, for those small islands, I think they're fine. We can stay there. Maybe the small ones we take out. I don't know. But doesn't seem anything seem weird or bad or negative, right? Okay. So here, I think Denmark we take out. I don't know about here because it's too close. If we make a cut here or not. Maybe we leave exactly like it is. Yeah, I think for Europe and north of Asia, all this part is fine. Doesn't seem any bad there, right? Okay. What we can do, we can open. No, we're going to open here. So that we're going to open right here. You see? So let me enlarge a little bit. So the area of Istanbul here, we just open. So the waves, when they're formed, high tide, low tide, they can exchange the waters and gonna be even good, okay? Not there because I think that's too far. Maybe we can, you know, I don't know if it's worth it to open this part and that part, I don't know. But I think we can open a little bit here, open a little bit there, and let the tides open up and go down and share their water. It's gonna be really clean, gonna be really great, okay? So the bottom of the Caspian Sea gonna be used, okay? But they're gonna exchange water. Yes, we are. Do you know why? Because they tend to have more life going this way, moving around. Yes, that will be reasonable. So we are going to open here, open there, and open here. Okay? And here by Dibuji, we open up a bit more here, this tip as well. So we can have water coming in from the ocean. And maybe here even Gibraltar, we open a little bit more. Not too much though. Okay, so here, the islands here, excuse me, gonna stay the same. Small islands, big islands, everything seems pretty good. I think we can take this tip out of Italy, you know, out. So Malta, Sicily, let me enlarge a little bit so you can see. You see there? So the Palermo stay, Catania, I think we take this part out, or this tip as well, you know, so it won't be something that long, and then, you know, this doesn't seem good. We take this part out somehow, and we leave Malta as a separate part, right? Okay? All right. So Cyprus and everything else stay good. I don't see anything bad because people can go, can come back on the same day. They're close to each other. Gonna be fine. This top here, I think is better we take out. You see, take all out and make one big sea connected to Mediterranean, and gonna have another name. Okay, because people from Turkey can still use that. Right? Let me check. So the limit gonna be more or less here, north of Portugal. Yes, all these people here gonna be using the bottom of the Black Sea, gonna have another name, and also the bottom of the Caspian Sea. Okay, they can use, they can enjoy, have fun. Even the water is gonna be connected, but people gonna be using only, be living only on this bottom part. All right. Okay, so everything seemed good there. Now, Madagascar seemed good. Here's a good end. You see here, a good termination. Now, excuse me. Sri Lanka is not good, the end. You see here they have a tip. Let me see where it's located now. I can't even see where it is. Oops, where it gone? Here. So all this tip gonna be taken out. Okay, my friends, so here you see this tip here, Sri Lanka. This is not paused, they have a tip from both sides. It's not good, not needed. All right, and we're just gonna take them out, both tips. You see those 2 points, we're gonna take out, it's not needed. All right, not sustainable to have all those bridges and so on. Okay, we keep going, and Sri Lanka is big enough to be sustainable. All right, so here, you know, we're gonna take the tip, the top of Indonesia. We're gonna maybe have a canal here, you know, so it's really clear where is the end of the continent and where gonna be part of the, like we did the Panama, you know, something like that, a big canal separating both of them. All right, so we know which one's going to be part of the Oceania. Okay, so that is good, sustainable, done. All right, so now let's talk about this. This is past Tasmania and New Zealand. The South Island of New Zealand is already part of the cold area. Nobody gonna live there anyways. Auckland, it's part, it can stay, but we are not keeping there because it's 2,000 kilometers away from Sydney. It's way too far away. They're not big enough, in the middle of nowhere, so we're not keeping that. And also the continent gonna have the islands, so Australia is the base, and all these small islands straight on both sides. So we're gonna be here straight and here straight. That's it. Now if you come here to the Pacific Ocean, all these tiny islands gonna be gone. Hawaii, oops, sorry. Here. Yeah, these tiny ones, I think the best is to take them out. Oh, no, we're not here, sorry. Here, okay, mid of Pacific. Bora Bora, Suva, Haiti, you see? And more you enlarge, many tiny ones gonna appear. They are not needed, not sustainable. They cannot be by themselves. You see so many? Fiji, Niue, Tonga, Tuvalu, Cook Islands, Prince Edward, French Polynesia, Bora Bora I already said, and a bunch of many others. More you open, you're gonna see tiny things in the middle of nowhere with tiny airports or even, a lot of boats, because this is an area where we have nothing there. So we have a lot of trash to clean up for a few years. That we do, okay? But we're not leaving that for sure. People go to mainlands, all right? So all these tiny ones, Owenga, Prince Edwards, all these little islands here. Okay, so that basic, information about what we're taking out. So already said about north, about south. So basically, that's what it is. Oh yes, did I say we're gonna take this tip here from Russia and this tip here from Alaska, so they're not too close to each other because we don't need that. And this tip already said. Okay, my friends, so gonna look more harmonious, more positive, right? And here, basically, that's the area, going this way, the basic area gonna live and will be a real gift. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for your attention, and I see you soon. Okay, my friends, so in a few words, that's what it is. We are going to check all details during the conference, right? For the ones that we are not sure yet, that's what we're going to do. Evaluate and then already send work orders. Work orders for people that work on these locations to already get the job done. Okay? All right, my friends, we really appreciate your cooperation and your participation. Okay, we see you soon. Thank you so much. And please keep subscribing, share, make your donations, and register your family. Get ready for the 28 Volunteer Royal Peace Weeks. We see you soon.